let me just give you a quick example of another coaching site that works very well. And we're getting into calls to action here, action steps that a website will enable a visitor to do. And this is CoachAndrea.com. And here's the introductory paragraph, and you can see right here, complimentary coaching session. This says, hey, if I'm ready to maybe test the waters for coaching, I can click here. And better yet, when I get to the complimentary coaching session, she's giving me expectations as to what I'm gonna get in this complimentary coaching session. I don't know if I'm committing a day, I don't know if I'm committing a week or 5 minutes. I have no idea, but here she tells me. And 1, 2, 3, and then sign up for your free session. And here's a form, and then I go down to the bottom and hit the send button. So this is a very good example. I happen to know that this is a client, and I happen to know that this form works for her, and she has gotten new clients because of this complimentary coaching form on her website. And the difference is that we're setting expectations with the new visitor who doesn't know what to expect. Okay, let's go back to Coach Scott here. All right, now a couple things I would do as far as navigation. Right now, everything is up and down the left side. It's a little difficult to get through. I have to scroll and look around a lot. It's hard to do. Put some of this stuff up in the top. There's plenty of room up here to add top navigation. Rule of thumb is put your meat and potatoes, your services. In other words, we get into business coaching services, life coaching services, relationship coaching services, artists coaching services. Put them here in the left-hand navigation, and put your housekeeping stuff. Frequently asked questions, how to contact, how to get back to the home page. Put all the housekeeping or top-level thinking navigation right up here in the top. And there's a lot here to work with, and that would help simplify getting around the site. Now, quick word here, start here. The first thing I want to click on, or when I first got to this site, the first thing I wanted to click on was this, because it says start here. And I'm maybe ready to start coaching, so what am I going to do? I'm going to click start here. But this is actually the home button link, so it doesn't take me anywhere, and that's a little disappointing. So I'm not sure what to do next other than go to coaching services, which then takes me into coaching structure and fees. Well, I'm not really ready for fees. I don't even know who Scott is. I just want to see. So fees kind of makes me run away, because now I got to pay. I don't know what I'm getting. This is a great page about Coach Scott. This is the number 3 most important page on any business website, and you definitely want to build trust here by filling this out and putting in. This would be a great place for all the social media links. For instance, if we scroll down here, it says connect with Coach Scott here, Facebook, LinkedIn, Zing, all these places where Scott is on social media. This is where it should live. This is when somebody's ready to find out more about Coach Scott. Okay. Testimonials could be also wrapped in under the About page, or you could dot one testimonial on every page. Just find a spot in the sidebar, or wrap it into the text where you have one testimonial on every single page. It's a good thing to do with them. Frequently asked questions, a good page to have, but they're not enough frequently asked. I'm disappointed when I get here. I would just remove this. And a lot of this stuff I would really think long and hard about just getting out of the way, so that you can focus on the actual services you really want to sell, and you can think about the calls to action that you want to provide. Now, one of the real big one is Coach Scott should be starting up a news blog and should be blogging here. Now, I know that Coach Scott does a lot of podcasting, he does some video, but it's sort of all over the place. The website is the place where it should be centralized, and you should be pointing everybody back to the website. Once you start blogging on the site, you can actually feed the blog automatically out to the social media sites like LinkedIn and Facebook. You set up a Facebook page or a LinkedIn profile, you can take everything on the news blog on this site and have it automatically show up in Facebook, automatically show up in LinkedIn. It's very time efficient. And then the news blog will encourage another call to action, that is to subscribe to the news, which is missing here. There's no way for me to, I think there's some sort of news here somewhere, but getting to it is very difficult, and you got to make it easy for people. So back to the home page. Okay, the other thing, oh, and by the way, news blogs are great for Google. Every article you post on your site becomes a separate page, and Google picks up on that. So if Coach Scott writes an article about, let's say, local marketing in Vermont, for instance, and somebody in Vermont is searching for marketing help in Google, boom, up might pop an article written by Coach Scott, business coach, about marketing in the state of Vermont and sort of the nuances behind it. And of course, that article is attached to the coaching website, and this person might say, this Coach Scott, this looks like a pretty smart guy. I'm going to subscribe to the newsletter. Maybe I'll send him for complimentary coaching. Maybe someday I'll actually call or email for an appointment. So that's how it works. Now, we have a calendar here. This is a good thing to have again. A calendar is something you might want to feed into the home page. And before let's go back to the news blog idea. How do we deal with the news blog on the home page? Well, check this out. See, latest tip of the week. Here's the last 2 news blog posts by Coach Andrea right on the home page, just the titles and the dates, and then you can click in and read what's going on for that article. Okay, now we're back. All right, last thing I wanted to comment on here is there's a toolbox here. Free downloads. Okay, here we go. Get going. Free tools. There's a lot in here. Now, when you go to free tools, there's nothing here, so this page needs to go away. But there's a values tool. There's an unsticker tool. And see, here's Scott using podcast, a sort of an audio podcast, which is great. Tell me why I'm going to benefit when I actually listen to this audio. I mean, it's an investment of time for me to actually listen to Scott talk. Why should I do it? What are my values? I think I know what they are. Do you know your values? I think I do, but is this going to build my business? I don't know why I should listen to this. So take a look at it from the customer standpoint. What's in it for them? Why should I click the play button? You got to sell the play. So all these tools here, coach-related links, Coaching Grist, Compass Cast, news, strategic partners, this falls under the category of resources. What I would do is create a resources section in the top navigation and have all this stuff moved under resources. And then you can test these tools here and there individually with people. You can send them to the resources section and tell them to go to a specific tool. You can test them on social media, create in Facebook, post a note about taking a self-assessment with this particular new tool that has just been online, and it's free and it's fun, and it'll teach you something. And these kinds of tools do great in social media. Polling, people always want to know more and participate, and that's what they do. Okay, and I think that just about covers most of this site. So let's review a little bit. One, I would take a look at focusing the business. You're not going to say no to all to people who want the other services, but I would strongly think about focusing on one major service and really wrapping yourself around that and going deep with that. 2, optimize this site for Vermont. That's what I would start with. You're in Vermont, go for Vermont. You'll dominate Vermont. And there are people searching for at least for business or life coaches in Vermont. Conversion. Start a news blog. Feed the news onto the home page. Get people to subscribe to the blog. Create a complimentary coaching page and make a call out for that right on the home page so that people can connect with you without any financial commitment and get a taste of the service offerings. Last thing is bring all the content above the fold so that it shows up. You might want to shrink this picture, simplify the text, and start bringing the stuff that's important above the fold. So I hope that was helpful, and I hope you enjoyed that. If you enjoyed this video, consider having your own website reviewed. We offer a no-strings-attached video website review, and all you have to do is head on over to Website Reviews. That's website-reviews.net. Fill out your name, your email, and your website address, and we will deliver to you a video which will show you how to build your business.